It's Revelation chapter 1, verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks.
Anytime the truth is coming out, it's always going to be a spiritual distraction or noise to try to block you out from hearing the truth. And that's nothing but Satan. That's what I'm saying. Because it's a spirit demon, Satan, that jump on you. Because it's not the flesh and blood that we battle against. It's the spirit of that person. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Revelations 1 and 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
All right. So what they say, all right, what we was taught in the church, we was taught that the so-called, that picture of the Messiah with the stringy long hair, that don't fit the description of the scriptures. It says his head and his hairs were white like wool. All right, who are the people on this earth that got woolly hair? The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, we have woolly hair. All right, keep going.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes as the flame of fire. Anytime we drink or anything, you know, our eyes turn red. You get what I'm saying? So this is a so-called black man. You see what I'm saying? We say so-called black because we're not the color of our shirt. You see what I'm saying? We're dark shades of brown. All right, keep going.
And his feet like unto fine brass, and if they burn in a furnace.
So very dark skin. The complexion of that brother there, or either darker. You see what I'm saying? So if your feet is one color, the rest of your body is the same color. You get what I'm saying? All right, keep going.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
All right, so you have a very loud voice. All right, and that's who our people even call Jesus Christ, which is his real name is Yahushua. He in the heavens right now, looking down. So the whole world been lied to and say that this devil, all right, which is these people, saying that this is the Messiah, that's not the Messiah. You get what I'm saying? That completely don't fit the description what the scripture says. All right. Not only that's the scripture in the New Testament, it give you the same description in the Old Testament. All right. When Daniel saw the Messiah, you get what I'm saying?
Map description right there. He look like a punk, like straight up. You honestly, you don't see 100 white boys look just like that, straight punks. Talk real feminine, they act real feminine.
Matter of fact,
Right.
Caesar Borgia was a punk. Michelangelo was his boyfriend.
Yep.
What it was? Somebody get it up. You go now.
All right, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse 5. Then I lift up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, with whose loins were girded with fine golden ufaz. His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and feet like in color to polished brass.
So you caught that. In the New Testament it says feet, but it says his arm and his feet is like unto polished brass. So meaning when you look at the color brass, it's brown, but dark skin. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. That's the depiction of the Messiah himself. You see what I'm saying? So the Bible is nothing but a historical book of our forefathers. All right, because it says the things that are written aforetime was written for our learning. But what they say, if you want to hide anything from a so-called black man or woman, put it in the book. So the original book that we're supposed to be reading in the scriptures, anytime I account that a slave read the scriptures or they go in the guidelines that the slave master taught them to teach our people, they got killed. But if they got caught reading any other book, they got beaten. Yep. So why is the fact if they read the Bible to our people, why did they get killed? Because they didn't want us to know our identity.
It's like, did you see that movie, Birth of a Nation? The newest one? What, like, how did he revolt? How did he revolt? He read the scriptures.
Yeah, that's it.
And then he automatically knew, oh, we ain't supposed to be here. And he just started killing. Now, of course, he wasn't in the right spirit at the time because that wasn't the time for us to rise up. We're supposed to be fighting a spiritual battle, not a physical battle. That's why his revolution was successful. That's why the Black Panthers revolution was successful. That's why all these other revolutions were successful because they go into carnality. They try to do it through that dude right there, and as well as their own will. They try to say, oh, let's get economic freedom. You know, let's build up our own cities and stuff like that. That's not how we're gonna get out of this place. Believing in Yahweh Shemiyah.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. It says, though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the stronghold of Yahweh to the pulling down of mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of stronghold.
And one of the major strongholds that we have is Christianity. And they teach that you know what I'm saying, but that's white supremacy. For us to bow down to the so-called white man. That's a philosophy, that's a stronghold, that's a principality. So those are things like when they put us in slavery, it wasn't the fact that they bound us in chains, they bound it in our mind to think that we're no longer gods, that they're gods. You see what I'm saying? Alright? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, it says, let no man deceive you, and that's what the word devil means, to deceive. Alright? It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. And that falling away happened during 70 AD, when we fled out of Jerusalem, Israel, and avoiding Roman persecution. All right, so dude, that started to fall away. That's when they started to rise up, okay, as a nation. All right, it says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. The word perdition means destruction. All right. So the son of perdition, who's tried to destroy everything they put their hands on? White people. They're killing up all the animals, cutting down all the trees, digging up all the dirt, putting concrete everywhere. Why? Because they like the cave mentality. They're from the cave, so they're gonna make it as much of their home as they want to. Look at the structures. If you go look at the structures in Petra, right? In Petra, which is in Edom, over there by Israel, in Edom, all the structures look like that. Petra. Greece, Rome. Everywhere they go, that's how they build up everything, just like that, so from the beginning of time. It says, all right, it says, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. This is coming from the scriptures. And that's what the devil was going to set up himself to do, to set up himself as being God.
All right, and Salakia, here go to the so he can load a little more better. But he bring that switch out first.
Yeah, you can bring it out.
All right. This is so this is the book on from Babylon to Timbuktu. This is basically the history behind 70 AD when we fled to the west coast of Africa. You know what I'm saying? This is what has happened. There's a book actually out there that you can read with the information in it. All right, and I'm gonna start into the point. All right, this is from the Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84. I'm gonna get to the point. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter during the period of the military governors of Palestine. Many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 100,000, 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery.
That still stands today.
Because what the prophecy said, Yahushua told them to flee to the Judean hills.
Yeah.
All right.
To the mountains.
To flee to the mountains. All right. To flee from the mountains. All right. And we had pull up the image for you. You hear me? We had pull up the image for you with Petra. All right. Because Edom.
He's still dealing with that. Finish breaking that down so he can understand that.
Yeah, I do.
That's the stuff, right?
Yeah.
He's saying it, man.
Yeah, he was
So
calling
right
out. He's
there,
like,
boom.
this one, what they took our stuff. Like he calling it out.
Petra.
Right there you go. You got that Petra.
Even
Yeah.
look behind you.
It looked like
In
Petra.
addition to that, what he was just reading, because they try to make us think that we're Africans. All right, what he was reading out of the book Babylon and Timbuktu shows our true, and the Bible shows our true heritage. All right, that we're the ones that fit the prophecies. All right, Deuteronomy 28 and 68. All right, so they try to make us feel like we're Africans, right? All right, this is the Zion Bible. This is the Bible dictionary that breaks down the words of the Bible. Right? All right, it says, all right, so Africans come from Ham. Yeah, the three sons of Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, after the flood, those are the ones that repopulated the earth. So either you're Shemitic, Hamitic, or Japhetic. All right, that's what type of bloodline you're gonna come from. Right, we're Shemitic. They try to teach us that we're Hamitic. They say, you know how it says, "Cursed be the Ham." They said that's justifiable for us going into slavery. All right, so that's the excuse that they try to use for putting us in bondage. But in actuality, we went into bondage because we didn't listen to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right.
Ready? I got that scripture today too.
All right. Okay. This is Zondervan Bible Dictionary. The definition of Ham. All right. The youngest son of Noah, probably born about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons who lived through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. All right, and not the Negroes. So he became the progenitor, the father of the dark races of the Africans. But this shows you that everybody over there in the so-called Middle East was dark skinned also. Because think about it, when Yahweh was born to escape persecution from Herod, what did the Lord tell him to do? What did the Most High tell him? The angel of the Lord tell him to do? Go and flee into Egypt. Now, if he was, we all know the ancient Egyptians were black. So if it's so he can blend in. So can he blend in Egypt? So now how he gonna go into Egypt and hide? Ain't no way. So that's what makes them the devil because the deception.
I got a precept to back you up. This is Exodus chapter 11, verse 7. It says, but against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that Yahweh do put a difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites. And we just read out of the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary that Ham is the progenitor, is not the progenitor of the Negroes. Right. You see what I'm saying? But of the Egyptians, all right, the Ethiopians, all right, the real Hamites. Because according to the Bible, the Lord considered the real Africans heathens. All right, he said they like unto spittle as spit. You see what I'm saying? So when you really find out that our people is the chosen and we've been calling ourselves heathens all along, it's a slap in the face. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord raising up his prophets in the end times, because we living in Revelations to where the truth is being revealed unto our people. All right, this is the time to get back right. This is the time to really repent. All right, because that grace period is almost over.
You can see the difference in our people just from by the way we act, like just by our groove. Like you can see we're really different people. This is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 12. I'm gonna start at verse 11. The Lord will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, every one from his place, even all the isles of the heathen. Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword. He don't care about no other nation but the nation of Israel.
All right, this is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power, Yahweh, hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. That's why all these other nations try to persecute us, because they try to dim that light. But we're the light of the world. All right?
That's also why they try to be us, too.
Yeah. So the thing about it, they want to be like us, but they don't want to be us. All right. So let's say, for instance, all right, proof that they know that we're the real Jews. If I'm a man and I'm acting like a child, you're gonna say I'm being what? Childish. All right. So because of that word "ish" means like or representation, but not that. So what if I'm acting like a Jew, but I'm not a Jew? What are you gonna call me? Jewish.